So what up, football fans? You know who it is. This is a quick breakdown on Madden 25, and the real question is, was the Madden 25 demo really enough to help you make a decision on whether or not to buy the game, or maybe just wait for the next gen version instead of buying the current gen version? We already know that Amazon, Sony, and GameStop, they have some upgrade deals, but I haven't made my choice yet. I haven't decided on whether or not I'm going to get this game or continue to play NCAA 14 until Madden 25 on next gen. So here are some of my likes and dislikes. Feel free to disagree or agree with me in the comments. I'll definitely join you guys in the comments, and let's go ahead and dive into some of my likes. You know, I definitely believe that the overall player movement is somewhat better than NCAA 14 and Madden 25. This could also just be an opinion, but after playing after playing the demo of Madden 25 and playing NCAA as much as I have, I can see some intricate things, some extra animations that Madden actually has that NCAA doesn't. There are more sideline catch animations. This also, I'm not exactly sure if that's true. It's not like I've seen every single sideline catch animation, but I am seeing some new ones in Madden 25 that I'm not seeing in NCAA 14. I also think that this may be an opinionated thought on this one, but the detail in the graphical design is also better than NCAA 14 in my opinion. You guys feel free to write in the comments if you feel that way, but I just think that Madden, for some reason, it feels like either the frame rate is on a higher frame rate or it just looks better. The pile-up after the tackle plays out better than NCAA 14 and Madden 25, and I've noticed that as well. Players don't just erupt off the floor, throwing everybody off of them like they're weightless bodies or whatever in Madden 25. If it does happen, I haven't seen it too often, is really what I'm trying to say. The sideline cutscenes with the coach, etc., that's also much better. But, you know, I do want to say that I do really appreciate NCAA 14's cutscenes after the play a lot better than Madden 25's. You know, Madden tries to hide a lot of things behind instant replays and a couple of single-man, celebrations. They're kind of boring. They're out of place. Whereas in NCAA 14, you see your teammates walk over and pick you up. There's a lot of celebrations between teammates and your character, or whatever you just did. And I think that's pretty cool. That's actually more realistic than what Madden does. The commentary with Phil Simms and Jim Nantz. Again, this is based off the demo. And, I can't really determine whether or not they make the same amount of mistakes that they do in NCAA 14 in Madden 25. But, I think just because it's Phil Simms and Jim Nantz, more people will agree that the commentary is better in Madden 25. I also think the big hits are better, or there's a lot more bigger hits in Madden 25 than there are in NCAA 14. Mainly in the one-on-one category. I think those one-on-one big hits look better in Madden 25 than they do in NCAA. Again, another opinionated thought process here. The instant replay frame rate is also much better than NCAA 14. They do this nice. They blur out the defenders while you're running the ball in those little auto instant replays, and it makes it look realistic. It also kind of heightens the speed. It makes the game look really fast, and I think that's pretty cool. NCAA 14 has a nice chase cam. They've got some nice chase cam camera angles, and they're really good in their own right. But again, I like the way Madden 25's look as well. There are no more of those weird kickoff return animations. In NCAA 14, you see their legs kind of bent over to the side at times, and it looks kind of weird. I don't see that happening too often in Madden. Although I'm sure there's some other animations that I'm overlooking, and once I get like 50 to 100 games in of Madden football, I'm sure I'll be able to point out some other animations that I'm not necessarily fond of that are beyond the legacy issue category. I don't really see those unrealistic shoestring tackles that happen in NCAA 14 happening in Madden 25. That's a pretty big deal because it's extremely annoying in NCAA 14 to get tackled like 6 yards behind you from a guy who does a shoestring tackle that, if you slow it down, he's actually floating in the air to make that shoestring tackle in a lot of animations and a lot of occasions. So that doesn't really look too good either. The run game actually looks a lot better to me in Madden 25. It's more fluid, more realistic. And again, I'm comparing it to NCAA 14 because it's the only other football game, current football game that I can actually compare it to. I, for some reason, believe that Madden 25's defense is in some ways better than it is in NCAA 14. I don't know what it is, but both games, you know, I can't shake the feeling that EA Sports is trying to somewhat overpower the offense in order to make the game look more exciting, more receptions, you know, bigger plays. It just feels that way, and I'm hoping that maybe somebody's going to put out some excellent tutorials on NCAA and Madden. Look at this animation. That's the Sadowski glitch right there. The guy's obviously down, but then he pops back to his feet. And right here, in this case, he gets extra yardage. Imagine if this happened on the 1-yard line. This would be a touchdown. You know, he gets hit to the floor, and he bounces back up. Makes no sense. I think the blocking upfield in Madden 25 is better than NCAA 14, and that's, again, I have to really judge that based on the difficulty that I've been playing on. I've been playing on all the difficulties that they have. In NCAA 14, I play Heisman difficulty, and I see players missing blocks, obvious blocks, that if they did that in real life, they get kicked off the team. Whereas in Madden, it seems like they might be a little bit smarter in the blocking category, but again, I have to wait till I play the full version of the game to determine that. Now I'm going to dive into some of my dislikes, and feel free to join me in the comments with some of your dislikes as well. The touchdown celebration animations. I like the ones when they jump into the crowd like he's doing right now, you know, celebrating with, you know, that's authentic to, you know, Green Bay. I think that's pretty cool, but touchdown animations where they stand by themselves and do a little dance, you know, it seems like they went back to PlayStation or PlayStation 2, like previous generations on those, and that's not very realistic at all. In real life, people score, and then the whole team rallies around them, tapping them in the back of the helmet, jumping all over them. You see players interacting with the person that scored. Look at this right now. He's, you know, doing nothing. What is that animation? Also, the player emotion is terrible in this game. Look at the coach. He's, you know, it's very robotic. You know, I'm guessing on next-gen consoles they can improve on this, you know, some way down the line, especially after they get the gameplay all the way down. But emotion, I'd love to see players get mad and hear the, you know, the sound of fear and pain on the football field. But, you know, let's kind of focus on gameplay. I'd hope they can, you know, doctor that up down the road. The after the play celebrations are also better on NCAA 14. I mentioned that earlier. It's more realistic. A player gets a first down. You see his players rally around him and pick him up off the floor. They cheer together. None of these solo man animations that they do in Madden. I don't know why they keep doing that. For some reason, I think that injuries are way too excessive in this game. This also could be a problem with just the demo. I'm not really sure. But look, here we go with another injury. I see somewhere around 2 to 3 injuries a game on all difficulties. So kind of wondering if that may be a problem in the game. Not sure. Hopefully when I get my hands on the full version, I'll be able to make that determination. When it comes to injuries, I don't think they express the severity of an injury properly. I mean, if you go back to like Madden 92, Madden 93 or something like that, I think Madden 94, Madden 95, there used to be an ambulance truck that would come out to come help the guy that got injured. There were previous Maddens where you see a guy on a, you know, getting, you know, lifted off the court, lifted off the field, you know, taken on a cart or whatever. But I don't know. I just would love to see the coach come out on the field and players rally around the player that got injured, helping him up off the ground. That would just be more realistic. No sports game really, you know, expresses the severity of an injury properly in today's game. So maybe next gen, maybe that's a new animation, a new direction they can go in. I already talked about the Sadowski glitch still existing in Madden 25. It's nowhere near as extensive as it is in NCAA 14, but it's still an eyesore. You guys saw it take place in a few plays earlier in this video. I don't know why, but it feels like the double hits and the team hits are less frequent in Madden 25 than they were in Madden 13. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but you know, you guys can share your opinions in the comments and let me know how you feel about that. I just don't see the double team tackles as much. So it's your boy Shake. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, let me know what you think in the comments. And I'll holla at you dudes later.